Clumsy, this life opens with Rebecca Falcone confronting Cooper Norris regarding the tragedy that claimed the lives of Ariana's husband, Elvio, and 2 other workers. The lawyer expresses her difficulty in accepting the explanation that the new employee conveniently survived the incident, only to find himself in bed with one of the deceased workers' wives. She hints that she will attempt to prove his involvement in the accident beyond his claims if he doesn't assist her in finalizing the settlement with Ariana. To her, nearly $500,000 for each of the 3 families seems like a fair deal. However, when Ariana seeks Cooper's advice before signing the agreement, he insists on $1 million instead of the nearly $500,000. Additionally, he demands that the same amount be allocated for all 3 families, not just for Ariana. When Rebecca raises her voice in protest, he quiets her by discussing the potential costs of a trial involving insurance companies, government entities, and environmental agencies. Without giving Rebecca a chance to respond, Nathan contacts Monty Miller to inform him that a demand has been established. Since the businessman is eager to finalize the settlement quickly, he consents to the amount along with a non-disclosure agreement. Once the deal is finalized, Cooper resigns from his position as a roughneck. He no longer wishes to work for a company that seeks to harm the families of its workers who have died in the line of duty. His selfless act deeply touches Ariana, who confesses her feelings for him. However, she recognizes that it is too soon for her to accept him as her partner, given that her husband passed away only a few weeks prior. Nevertheless, she expresses a desire for him to stay with her in a separate room. Despite the physical boundaries they agree upon, they find themselves kissing once more. Following an intense and personal morning with his new partner, Angela, Tommy begins his day with a phone call from his boss, Monty Miller. The businessman is in a hospital bed after suffering another heart attack. Nevertheless, he calls Tommy to ask him to talk to Cooper. Tommy contacts Nathan and discovers that his son has struck a deal against his company. He becomes anxious about the developing relationship between his son and Ariana, but his colleague reassures him that their feelings for each other are genuine. Cooper isn't the only child in love that Tommy has to deal with. His daughter, Ainsley, is excited about a night of Bible class with her new boyfriend, Ryder. This is a euphemism for a romantic evening, as Tommy struggles to accept the idea of his daughter being intimate with someone. When Ryder arrives to pick Ainsley up, Tommy warns him to keep things respectful. Although the young man may not fully understand what abstinence means, he is smart enough to nod in agreement whenever Ainsley's father speaks. Tommy also encounters Cooper and Ariana. He inquires about their relationship.